I'll never forget the sound. A whole crowd of HOA families, slamming my service gate so hard the latch finally gave up. And for what? A picnic they decided was theirs by right, because my meadow looked like community space. You want the punchline? The only thing actually moving that sunny afternoon was Maple, my one and only bear, ambling out to check on the commotion and sending the whole group into chaos. Yeah, that happened. You can laugh now, but I promise you, in the moment it was pure hell. Let me back up a sec. My name's Nate Hartley, and I run a grizzly bear sanctuary on 78 acres of wild Colorado woods, land my uncle left me when he passed. It's not a zoo, not some petting farm. It's the last stop for bears that can't ever go back to the wild. Maple's my only resident, a 600-pound queen with a sweet tooth for blueberries and absolutely no patience for people. My job is to keep her safe, and honestly, to keep people safe from her, too. Which, you'd think, would be a simple enough deal. But then Lakeside Meadows sprang up next door, big houses, perfect grass, a whole army of folks who'd never seen real mud till they moved in. The HOA is run by Karen Freeman, a woman with a smile sharp enough to cut glass and a personality to match. First sign of trouble? Some cheery flyer taped to my gate, promising the first annual community picnic at our very own Lakeside Meadow. Only, the smiling photo was my meadow. My sanctuary. State licensed, federally recognized, locked tight for wildlife. That wasn't a mistake. That was a move. I pulled the flyer off the gate, left the little splinter in the wood, and the headache started right behind my eyes. Maple didn't chase anyone. She was inside her primary, behind steel and river and half a dozen warning signs. But when the crowd swarmed, the north gate latch, yeah, the one I'd been meaning to fix, took a hit and failed just long enough for Maple to step outside her main zone for 67 seconds before I called her back. That's all it took to start a war. I didn't yell, didn't stomp over and scream at Karen. That's what she wanted. Make me the crazy hermit with the dangerous bear. I documented, called the sheriff, sent a notarized warning, posted my parcel map at their mail hut with a sticky note. Private meadow, do not cross Swift Creek. That's when I met Brent, the HOA compliance guy. Big watch, bigger attitude. Karen says that lands for everyone. He tried to bluff. You can't post that. I just smiled. Try me. The sheriff moves fast if you touch county records. He backed off, but not far. Buddy, my best friend since high school, web designer, king of catching people being dumb online, laughed when I called. Please tell me you've got cameras, Nate. Oh, I had cameras. Trail cams on every line, high-def drones, old-fashioned notebooks filled with names and dates. Film everything, Buddy said. Let them hang themselves. He wasn't wrong. Saturday dawned hot, sky blazing. I sat on my porch, coffee in hand, filming as cars rolled in, blankets and coolers and kids flooding out. Karen arrived in white, like she was breaking a champagne bottle on a new yacht. She took the mic. Welcome to our beautiful new community space. I grabbed my own megaphone, said it plain. Ma'am, you're on my land. This is a wildlife sanctuary. Please move back across Swift Creek. She smiled like I was a bug. Don't worry, neighbors, he can't claim a lake. I wanted to scream, but I didn't. Just filmed. Just documented. The picnic rolled on, folks crossing the creek, ignoring my massive danger signs. Private property, no trespassing, active grizzly habitat. Kids kicked soccer balls. Parents set up grills, dogs ran wild. Nobody cared about the fence or the signs. Then some teen let a frisbee fly, straight over the buffer rail and deep into my meadow. The kid hesitated. His friends dared him. He climbed the fence just as Maple, curious from all the noise, strolled up behind her fence, a good 100 yards off. All it took was one scream. A mom saw brown fur and lost her mind. The whole crowd stampeded, running straight past my danger signs, right into a mess. A boy tripped, twisted his ankle, and suddenly my service gate was being hammered by panicked adults. The tired old latch snapped. Maple slipped out into the grass. She was confused, not angry, just outside her primary for the briefest flash. I hit the recall, tossed her favorite fish oil treat, and she turned right around, calm as ever. 67 seconds. That's all. But I knew. I'd just handed Karen her narrative on a silver platter. That night, the news ran the scariest angle they could find. Maple in the river grass, danger sign in the foreground, me locking the gate behind her. Nobody showed the family's trespassing, the ignored warning signs, the overloaded gate latch. The real sequence of events. The next wave came fast, Karen flooding the neighborhood page with a doctored cell phone video. Suddenly, it's my voice on a tinny audio track, yelling, "Get them, girl," and the sound of a gate slamming. A lie, chopped from old footage of me playing with Maple, spliced together to make me look like a villain. Comments blew up. He sicked his bear on kids. Monster. Shut the place down. I didn't panic. I got to work. Sent everything to Dave, my lawyer, a hard-nosed guy who doesn't blink. Buddy ran the video through editing software, proved the audio was glued together from two sources, gate noise ripped off a stock site. Meanwhile, I called Jonah Pike, a local reporter who actually cared about truth. Sent him every log, every camera angle. Let's get it all out there. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. An attempted break-in, just after midnight. My silent alarms tripped at the north gate. Two men in black, one with bolt cutters. One with a tranquilizer rifle loaded with enough carfentanil to drop a bear and a grown man. K, my security guy, ex-military, moves like a ghost, was on them in seconds. Tackled one. Chased the other with my drone, caught the van's plates clear as daylight. They weren't just trying to harass me. They wanted to steal, maybe even kill, Maple. The police found enough evidence to make it stick, but I still didn't have a direct line to Karen. That came in a plain manila envelope, hand-delivered to my mailbox by an anonymous neighbor. Inside, a flash drive, a whistleblower note, and every email Karen ever sent about this mess. She knew. She knew the land wasn't hers. She planned the trespass, ordered the video fake, even authorized a payment to the same company that sent the dart gun guys. It was all right there. Game over. At the zoning board hearing, Karen's lawyer tried to paint me as the dangerous recluse with a wild animal problem. He played her spliced audio for the crowd. Dave countered with my unedited footage, time-stamped, drone angles, official vet logs, expert testimony from Dr. Chan, the state biologist, who told them flat out. Maple was secure at all times, and the public was trespassing on marked private land. Then the emails, the transfer, the map with her "better to ask forgiveness than permission" line. The truth. Plain as day. That room turned on Karen so fast you could feel the temperature drop. Complaints dismissed, HOA fined, cease and desist locked in. Karen facing criminal charges. 6 months went by. Maple stayed safe, the grass grew tall, and the HOA, with new faces and a humbler tone, apologized in writing. We built an observation deck, safe, sturdy, funded by a conservation grant and HOA money. So now folks can watch Maple roll in the river from behind tall cedar rails. Kids take turns at the spotting scope. Sometimes I walk out, just a guide now, not a guard. People ask, how far is too far? Truth is, you don't know till you're there. You hold the line, not out of spite, but because it's the right thing to do. And when someone tries to redraw it for their own gain, you push back with facts, with cameras, with the truth. You keep your name clean, your logs straight, your eyes open. Because if you don't, well, someone else will write the story for you. So let me ask you, where's your line? Would you hold it? Or let someone else draw it for you? Sound off below. Let's hear where you stand on justice, community, and standing your ground.